Hey guys, so I'm going to do a September favorites video, just hair care, skincare, makeup stuff I've been loving in September, using a lot. First thing is primers. I never really wore primers before, but I've just started. I have the oil-free and the regular Prime Time from Bare Essentials. I mainly use the one in the black cap, which is the regular one, because it's more slippery, if you know what I mean. It sort of feels more moisturizing on my face. So it's good for my cream foundations, but I will use the oil-free one, or sorry, the oil control one on days when I'm going to use a powder or I know it's going to be really hot. And I've just noticed they let my foundation go on better. It stays on longer. It just, everything looks smoother and more sort of blended together. So if you don't have a primer, I'd definitely look into one. You don't have to buy super expensive ones either. You know, I can't remember how much these are, but they're not, you know, as much as Smashbox or anything. Next up, sponges. This is like your average wedge sponge. This is a little round one. These fit in my compacts for my cream foundation. You can get these at CVS, Target, wherever. I use these wet, only wet, to put on my foundation, liquid or cream. You know, lately I've been using cream. One thing to keep in mind though is these double in size when you get them wet, so if you buy one to keep in your compact, make sure it's a little small, and because it'll get bigger. I've noticed with a dry sponge sometimes your foundation will kind of cake on, but with a wet sponge you can really like control the amount of coverage you have. You can work a full coverage foundation or a high coverage one like Studio Tech down to a really, really low coverage sort of, and it gives you a really nice sort of dewy, you know, a dewy finish. It's not cakey at all. And that's just, it's also not as expensive. You don't have to go out and buy like a $40 foundation brush. It's pretty much my favorite way of putting on foundation. There's something about it that especially works with dry skin, I think. Speaking of brushes, I think my favorite brush that I got at my MAC haul is my 217, which is funny because it wasn't one that I was originally crazy about. I had kind of wished that I had bought the 224 as a blending brush instead. But this one, I could do my entire eyes with this one. It, you know, easily covers my lid. It fits perfectly in my crease, and it's a great blending brush. You know, if I could only have one brush from MAC, I think it would be this one. I can even use it to put a little powder, you know, a little eyeshadow underneath my lower lash line. It is a great blending brush, but I just sort of have been using it for everything, you know. It's a good multitasking brush, so I like this. I'd recommend that one. It's like $22.50, I think. Next brush, I know I'm sort of behind the craze on this, but it's a duo fiber brush. This one's I've had for forever. I just sort of found it again. It's from Bare Essentials also. You've probably seen these from MAC, where it's black on the bottom and white on top. It's the same thing. It's just got synthetic on top, you know, natural bristles on the bottom. And a lot of people use this for foundation to buff it in, but I've been really liking it for contouring and for blush. There's something about it. It's just easy to apply that way with the flat top. It doesn't like put too much on. Sometimes my blush can go on too heavy if it's really pigmented, but this just gives me the, you know, the perfect amount. So I like this guy. I may go invest in the MAC one, but it is a lot of money, so, you know, thinking about it. Next up, I just bought one of these today, and I'm actually wearing it on my lips, and these are the Maybelline Color Sensational lipsticks. I cannot rave about these enough. I think they are easily as good or better than MAC foundation or MAC lipsticks for like a quarter of the price. They even kind of smell like MAC lipsticks, you know, that like kind of vanilla-y scent, but they're like the cream sheens. They're really smooth. They, you know, they don't have a matte finish, but it's not too shiny. You know, super pigmented. They're just beautiful lipsticks. The one I'm wearing right now is Blushing Brunette. And if you're pale and you have dark hair, this is like the perfect lipstick. It's like My Lips But Better type lipstick. I think it's my favorite lipstick that I own right now. So, and the other one I have is Park Avenue Peach, which is a pinky peach color, which I also love. And they do have these sort of color-coded caps. As you can tell, this one's sort of browner. So depending on what shade you've gotten, the caps are different so that you can tell them apart in your stash or whatever. So I've also really been loving deep conditioners for my hair, the kind you put in the shower and leave in for like 5 minutes. This is an all natural one with argan oil in it, and I haven't tried it yet, so I'll let you guys know how it goes when I do use it. But just sort of any intensive treatment mask I've really been liking, because my hair has been dry from over styling. So I check out even pure argan oil you can get at health food stores. Next up, also a hair thing, are these silk drops. It's basically just silicone. You can find a million different products named a million different things, but basically they're all just silicone. I use a lot of this when my hair is wet after I take a shower. I pour it in my palms, rub it together, and just comb it through my hair. It makes my hair softer, it detangles it, it feels more conditioned. It just really works with my hair type for some reason. For me, leave-in conditioners just make my hair feel dirty, so this is like my holy grail of hair products, just anything with a lot of silicone in it. And last but not least is this perfume by Benefit, Maybe Baby. Now this has been out since I was in the 8th grade, I want to say, and I bought it when it first came out, and it just sort of got pushed back in my collection, but I started wearing it again, and it's just this beautiful, fruity, girly, floral scent. It's just a very happy, I don't know, it's just a very uplifting, sweet smell. It's very, very feminine. I've noticed guys really like the smell of this. So I know you can get the body lotions that also smell like it. It's just a really nice, happy scent. I've never met anyone who doesn't like it. So those are my September favorites. I hope you guys like them, and I'm going to go to bed. So I'll see you later.